Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Swiss. We're back again. Look at my cat. Anyways, we're back again with another video. This is going to be about Z-Nades. Everything you need to know about Z-Nade is going to be in this video. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch. Sub to me on Twitch if you like. And if you'd like to share anything as far as Z-Nades go or anything else, again, leave it in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I'm no longer on the top right. I'm down here now. We're going to see how this works as far as the angle goes, and so on and so forth. So what is a Z-Nade, right? It's called a Z-Nade because you're using the Z button as far as this technique goes. Now, if you are any of those wireless guys, you can use the R button. R button is going to be your go-to button. Wherever this button is on your controller, that's what you're going to use. So first things first, when it comes to, let's say, picking up a grenade, right, in the air, you could do an air dodge. You could do an aerial. You can pretty much any aerial. Any aerial will pick it up, and so on and so forth. But if you don't want to do an aerial, you can do a Z-Nade, and the Z-Nade will pick it up. So the way to do it is you get close to the grenade. Once you're close enough, you press the Z or R button, and he'll just grab it without any animation. So that can lead into, you know, stuff like that, or, you know, this, whatever's gonna work for you. Now, one of the biggest things about the Z-Nade is the instant pickup. So basically, you hold the grenade, you shield, you jump, and then you press the Z or R button, depending on, you know, what controller you're using, and you get an instant pickup. So in this case, if you really just want to hold a grenade like as quick as possible, then, you know, this would probably be your go-to. Besides having to do this, I mean, the timing is almost the same, but it could lead into like mixing things up with your explosions and your timing on the explosions, especially if you're in a camping situation, or if you just want to run up and actually just be able to shield with the grenade and lead into a follow-up that way. You can do that. Whatever is really gonna work for you. So there's a lot of ways to actually use these Z-Nades, and we're gonna go over that pretty shortly here. Alright, so we switched the stage to Battlefield just to provide examples on what Z-Nades can really do for you, and also going to work on flat stages as well. So if you have a grenade, you can use the platform to grab it or to drop it onto the platform with the Z button or R button, depending on what controller you're using. So how do you do that, right? So when you have the grenade down, you drop down the platform and you push the Z or R button. That's how you're going to do it. If you're jumping through a platform, you just push the same button to drop it, and he'll drop it right on the platform. So this covers options of the platform, and as well as if your opponent is tall enough, then the grenade could hit them if they're standing under it. So that could cover some options as well. One thing MVD does is he'll do this. So that's a good way of covering yourself from the middle stage, and then you could use the second grenade to come back and then just lead back into your area over here if you want to camp or whatever the case is. If you're rushing someone, you could Z drop the grenade and then do like a dash attack, let's say, or like a down tilt, or, you know, a grab, whatever's gonna work out for you. And the reason why this is good is because if you do a Z drop grenade, right, that covers behind you. So if you do a dash attack and let's say like they decide to roll, the grenade is going to be here to explode to punish them for the roll. But if you dash attack, you know, the dash attack covers a lot of range here. So that kind of covers a lot there. And then again, if they roll, grenade is here to help you out in case they do so. Same thing, you do a down tilt. So basically it's just covering a rollback. If they roll if they roll towards you, then that if they roll behind you, the grenade is there to counter that method. So that's generally what gonna be, you know, a good option as far as what people normally do, as far as what I see. You could also use the Z-Nade to edge guard if you wanted to. You could do it by itself. You could double jump. You could mix it with C4. You could have 2 grenades like that, and so on and so forth. Now, Z-Nade is important because it mixes up the falling speed of the grenade itself too. So if you just throw a grenade down, they could react faster than maybe a Z-drop nade, because a Z-drop nade drops slow. So you could mix it up. Like if you kept throwing it down, then sooner or later you just mix it up with a Z-drop nade, just to mix up the falling speed of the grenade, so that way they might not be ready for it. So that could be something to help assist you. If you're going to be using it in any other way, I mean, you could just drop it again on platforms or drop it like that. You could also like double jump and then drop it, and then try to lead into, you know, a conversion off of that. You could do something like that. You could Z-drop it, mix it up with the C4 maybe, cover more options. You could grab it and then just run in and do like a shield, or do like an air dodge into it. So again, there's a lot of ways you can play around with it. There's a lot of options. Once you learn the Z-Nade and how to do it, and again, the quick pickup, then at that point, it's just a matter of messing with your grenade play to see what you can do to actually better this method, or see if it's useful for you, if it's going to work in your play style, and then again taking it into your matches and then going from there. Okay, so the next thing to go over is just some things on what I've seen the pros use it for as far as Z-Nades go, and also what my thoughts on the Z-Nade is and what I do with it. So first things first, we're going to go with the pros. So in the previous clip when we were on Battlefield, I did the top platform, drop it on, shield drop on the top platform, drop through the platform, grab it with the Z-Nade and do another grenade. That's primarily what I saw MVD doing a couple months back. I haven't seen him do it since, so I guess he's kind of abandoned the technique, but it still works for me nonetheless, so I like to do it every once in a while. Not too often though. Salem, I'll see Salem, or not just Salem, but other people, they'll just grab it just to kind of help with timing. So it'll help with explosive timing. Because, you know, people have certain methods of using their grenade to actually help with the timing of when the grenade is going to explode. So you could do like a down air, or, you know, whatever the case is, but he'll do a Z-Nade, grab it, then throw it. You could do like a Z-grab and then just drop it again. You could do this, so you Z-grab it, then do a B-reverse. So with the C4, he still holds it, so you can like mix it up if you wanted to. You could do, and then shield, and then lead into, you know, a confirm off of that if you end up getting one. You could do that. So again, sky's the limit. Whatever you'd like to do is really what's gonna benefit you, as long as you're practicing it. You go into training mode, you try it out, see if it's gonna work for you, and then take it to matches and see how that goes. I personally, now like for me, I personally will once in a while do this, basically what Salem and others do, really. MVD, Pelka, Ally, etc., etc. normally do that. I like to grab it through platforms as well. If I have a shield drop, I'll drop through the platform and grab it every once in a while, like I said before. Sometimes I'll do, like, I'll use it to edge guard. It's not too often because, you know, Snake has so many options for edge guarding. So it's one of the ones that I don't really think about too much. So like you could grab it and then do something like that maybe. So like do this, be reverse, and then drop the grenade there. Or you could like drop it off stage. You know, again, this is just me playing around with this so far. But yeah, Z-Nades is really good. I highly recommend practicing it because it can lead into mixing up your explosions well, because if you're just doing this all day, you know, your opponent's just going to be like, okay, well, he just keeps doing that, so instead of just standing here, I'm just going to run over here up to him, you know. Or if you keep doing like this, like you're doing a regular throw, then like a normal throw, or like you're shield dropping him, but all you're doing is just hard throwing them. Again, it's a good mix-up for your grenade usage. So as long as you're mixing things up, then you'll have the ability to land more grenade hits, because they're not going to expect it. They're not going to be used to your rhythm and pattern of how you're using your grenades. So Z-Nades is a plus. I recommend practicing it and going from there. If you guys have anything you want to add on other ways that helps you use Z-Nades, or what works for you to actually land hits with grenades or etc. on Z-Nades, definitely comment down below. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like the content, again, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitch and possibly sub to me on Twitch if you have that Twitch Prime or $5 in your pocket. Anyways, it was a pleasure. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
Yo, to these nice two words to my friend, yo. Go, bro, need you. Always see hate, more rate, ain't too late, period. Kids growing up, thinking hate is the way you wish on love. Few years we all gonna see black dust, cause the world too cold for the real love. Got kids feeling too, so they murder. A lot of them were down before they murder. Gotta prove that they ain't no sucker, gotta prove that they ain't no sucker. But the world really needs them too. They bring what I could ever bring you. Although we think we got a clue, gotta keep going on.